All right. Echo.
Oh no, who's echoing me?
I don't know. Are we on?
I don't know.
Are we here?
Oh, we are.
I don't know. I can never tell. But just in case.
Balls.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. This is Johnny Beane.
Before I started using Redwood.
Damn it.
Oh no.
Started using.
Using what? Crack?
Sorry, guys.
Douglas, you're in San Francisco? Dude, we're neighbors now, man.
Oh no.
So yeah, it's 5:08 p.m. out here. We're in San Francisco, where Douglas is. Bob time, where David Nesdahl is. There he is.
Yeah.
And Jay Hannon.
Bob Jordan.
Hi, everybody.
Yes. Yes, it's May 3rd, 2019. Thank you, Stream Elements. We've got the bot running in the chat, apparently. So look out, Douglas.
Look out, E.
Yes. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. And before I forget, subscribe to the channel if you're just tuning in. We like to have a lot of fun over here.
Fun over here.
Fun over here. And,
over here.
And leave a thumbs up. Let's see if we can get, maybe 20.
Maybe.
Just 20?
Mm-hmm.
It's asking a lot.
Yeah. Is that Crystal Pepsi?
Yes, it is. No, you'd be able to tell if it was Crystal. If it was Crystal Pepsi, because I would have like, ugh.
I don't know.
Easy Money wants to know where that 1984 guitar is, Johnny.
It's right there. There, you can see the headstock right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you want to see the guitar, go back a couple of videos.
Go into the super chat and pay for it.
Or you could do that.
See, you don't know how to make money, Johnny. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm so broke. Everybody keeps telling me to buy that guitar at Guitar Center, the Sustainer one. I'm like, I can't.
What Sustainer one? What are you talking about?
The Sustainiac. I keep making videos with it. I was up in Concord, California last night, and I played the guitar. Remember, I did a video on the Schecter Sustainiac, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I did that video, a month ago or whatever, and I kept thinking, man, I wish I would have played the guitar more. Instead of just making noises, I wish I could actually just played it and experimented and everything. And I just happened to be at Guitar Center last night, and it was still there. That's right, Ron. Yeah, it's a nice axe. And so yeah, I was actually playing it, and it's cool. It's very cool. Thank you, RJ. Just because. Well, it's Friday.
Oh,
it is.
Nice.
Thank you, RJD.
Yeah. Or as I was telling my friend yesterday, it's Friday. He kept asking me he's like, what's tomorrow? I'm like, it's Friday.
I don't know what that means.
Mm-hmm. Like it's Friday, but Friday, like yay.
Oh.
Friday. There's t-shirts that say Friday on them. Mm-hmm. There you go. Wow. So who's in the chat room? Who do we have?
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
All right. Let's see what we got here.
Go ahead.
We got Shauna Marie Sings, Todd Soda Pop, JJ's House of Jams. Bruce, is that Mr. BHB Jr.?
I think it is.
Frank Corcoran. Ron Limber. Nightbot. Hi, Nightbot. Ben Coombs. Mike as himself. James Gum. RJ. Easy Money 5150. Janice Lala. Hi, Janice. Mike as himself. Doug Bador, my favorite. Tony Neville. He's asking about what the new guitar I'm supposed to show tonight. We'll see what happens. Alley Cat is asking about the comparing Ibanez Edge to the Floyd Rose. We'll get to that too. Scott Nickerson, Anthony, and who else am I missing here? Guitarded, James Severin, John
Avery's
BL.
guitars. Avery's guitar stuff. Oh, so I just talked over your John BL. I'm sorry. John BL, I'm sorry. I just talked I just talked over your name.
And
right.
whoever else is in here that I missed, I apologize. We'll say hi to you at a later date. Charles Green. I think I got John Parsons. I think I got everybody.
Brian
Vinny 5150.
Davis.
What?
Yeah, that's it. No, I said Vinny 5150. Vinny.
Vinny. Hey, Vinny. Yo, Vinny. Brian Long. Joe Hervey, 84. James Gum. No, Jay doesn't hate you, Joe.
I don't hate anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I
Michael
did.
Collins. Oh, you what?
I certainly don't.
Beane?
Yeah. We got Mr. Speedo himself right here. Oh, he was napping the past few hours. So this probably means he's going to have to go out. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he wants to go out right now.
All right.
Brian
Right back.
Davies just said, I think Pro Tools has snapped him. You know, it's funny. Literally 15 minutes ago, I got a call from the engineer that I sent that session to, and there are 2 audio files missing from it. I have them on a separate hard drive, but I guess when everything's transferred over and I cleaned out the session, 2 audio files. So that's, yeah, my brain is still in Pro Tools mode. So yeah, you're right on that one. But I'm trying. See, look, here's a hint or a teaser of what I'll be showing in a few minutes.
You just showed the whole thing.
Did I?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all it took, huh?
Brian Davies, you're just jealous.
What? What's going on here?
Me and a Speedo.
Oh, Boner Jams is here. So what's going on, Dave?
Oh, you know, had a busy day. Had some friends over after dialysis. Knocked me right out.
Your friends or dialysis?
Both. In a good way. Dialysis knocked me out just because it does, and my friends knocked me out because they're great people.
Hmm.
And then Desiree and I went to P.F. Chang's for dinner.
What'd you get?
I got the Mongolian chicken. I'm sorry, the Mongolian beef, and Desiree got the Kung Pao chicken.
When did the Mongols rule China?
I don't know.
The correct response is, I don't know, I just work here.
Mm-hmm.
That's a movie reference. Does anybody want to guess in the chat what movie that's from?
That's loud.
It
That's
is.
a loud guitar. That's a loud.
It resonates very well. You feel it, and that's a main thing that I look for.
That's nice. That's nice. Mm-hmm.
Yes, the movie came out in what, 88 or 89? There you go, James Gum. Winner. Ding, 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 ding. No, that's not it. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Toda Pop.
Toda
Toda Pop.
Toda-
Toda Pop.
toe to toe and pop it top, pop it pop.
He says 1186 to 1206.
All right, so how do you? Oh, there it is. Okay,
Are you a Bill and Ted's fan?
that's all right.
You saw both of them, right?
Huh?
You saw Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite, or are you just like, yeah, whatever?
Yeah, I don't really have a favorite. I'm not a movie guy, really not. I think I may have said this in the past. I used to work in a video store.
Mm-hmm.
I've probably seen every movie there is back then. So I'm moved out. I can't do it anymore. And Brian Davies, you're gay.
What? What's happening? And Brick Breaker is correct. My favorite, another one of my favorites.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Brick Breaker?
We were just ruining the whole show while you were gone on purpose.
Who? Brick Breaker?
Yep. No, we were.
Oh, you were?
Me and Dave were. We were sabotaging the show.
Brick Breaker. I remember that name. Is he in here?
Yeah.
Aren't you in the Midwest somewhere?
He's in Chicago, isn't he?
In Chicago? Yeah, I think I remember one of my road trips. You offered to get me pizza or something. I think.
Well, it's better than offering to beat you up or something, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Whoa, echo.
So what time should I do this? 8:30?
8:30?
Time check. It is 8:19.
Like 3 hours from now.
No, I'm saying I'll show the guitar at 8:30. How's that?
Okay.
As soon as we
Okay.
get
Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah. How many thumbs do we need to see that guitar?
I think we should just start talking about stuff.
Like junk and stuff?
Junk and stuff and, you know,
And things?
etc.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
don't everybody talk at once.
I'm waiting for you guys.
How was your day yesterday?
Who are you talking about?
Both. Well, either.
Me and Dave actually were FaceTiming for how many hours last night?
Over 2 hours yesterday. We were like two chicks.
Oh.
And we had our two chicks
But
with us.
our chicks were with us. So they were like two dudes and we were like two chicks.
Mhm.
Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think I even saw Desiree try to adjust her crotch once or twice.
When we started twirling our hair.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
You hang up. No, you hang up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we had a little man thing going for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Clayton James Hicks, 1998 Hicks. Johnny, today is Frankenstrat Friday. That's right, Clayton. Welcome.
Welcome.
Sounded like a whale call.
Oh.
That didn't hit the guitar. It's okay.
Okay. Anthony. I got a text from Anthony. Step one. Anthony, you want me to show this? Step one of the paint job. Hardware installed soon. DiMarzio. Oh, a DiMarzio neck. Oh, cool. I used to have a DiMarzio Explorer body guitar years ago. Yeah, that's good stuff. Are you in here, Anthony? I'm assuming. Go ahead. Okay, cool. Here is Anthony's project. Anthony, is this picture blurry? Or is it me? Yeah. It's a little blurry.
No, it's your glasses. They're fogged up.
My brand new glasses, blurry already. All right. Here is Anthony's guitar project, or project is right there.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bumblebee. And then there's the headstock.
Oh, the yellow headstock actually makes a pop. It's cool, man.
Mm-hmm. Very cool, man.
That is. What was it? Clayton James Hicks said, "Can you show my bass on your Instagram message?"
Let's see.
Also, while you're finding that, the question earlier about the difference between a Floyd and an Ibanez Edge, Dave.
Well, there are a lot of differences, in the way it looks. I think they react similarly, but I think the Floyd Rose is a bit more sleek, easier for top mounting on a body. The Edge is much better for a trem route. I probably wouldn't put a real Floyd on an Ibanez. I think I like the Edge better. I think it's a smoother. I think the Edge is a bit smoother tremolo than a real Floyd.
Mm-hmm. It's more of an edge.
Well, yeah, you could say that. Yeah. They're both excellent quality. Top of the line quality. Both are great. I really don't know what else to say. I mean, I don't know that I'd put a Floyd on I don't know that I'd put an Edge system on a Kramer, and I don't know that I'd put a Floyd on an Ibanez. That's basically I've got nothing intelligent to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jay, you have an Edge system and a Floyd as well, don't you?
Yeah, the low. Well, that one has the low pro on it too. I think, to me at least, my opinion is they feel right to me. Like when my hand rests on the bridge, it just feels like it's perfect. It doesn't feel like something's there. And like Dave said, it's super smooth, and it's my favorite trem.
Yeah, I love them. I absolutely love the Edge. But I
just
just
go on a tune.
Well, they don't. High E sometimes slips, but really not much. And that's the only thing that does, if at all. Soda Pop, who made my strap? Red Monkey Designs made this strap. They're out in L.A. and they're a custom strap maker. And they, if you want to put your house up on sale, you could buy one of these straps.
Oh my gosh!
And not just you, but anyone, because they are so stupidly expensive.
Wow, nice promotion.
They are. They're just insane. I wouldn't have bought it myself. It was an engagement gift.
Mm-hmm. How many people own those straps?
3.
Mm-hmm. And who? There's you.
An Italian, a Jap, and a Jew.
Oh no. Okay. All right, real quick, you guys. Here's Clayton James Hicks, 1998 Hicks bass. Whoa, echo. Right there.
Oh, cool.
Little
nice.
Fuzz, little blurry.
Music Man Stingray.
There it is. There it is. Yeah, very cool, man. That's an awesome bass, dude.
Stingrays are great. One of my favorite basses.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a 4-string. Let me see. I saw. What the heck was going on here? Michael Collins says, mechanics speaking, are there any difference, or is it just a good knockoff? Are we talking about the The tremolo's there? Because the Ibanez Edge is definitely not a good knockoff.
It's not even a knockoff.
No,
it's its own thing.
It's its own thing. Knockoff meaning it's a tremolo system. If that's
It's
where you want to.
licensed by Floyd Rose, but it's not really a knockoff.
No.
But I think the two main locking tremolos is Floyd Rose and then the Edge. Right? Is there anything else?
Well, the Godo, like you had on your Music Man.
Yeah. yeah. Those are cool.
They're great. Yeah. Hardwood Steaks asks, on the 83 US Festival, the neck on the Frankie is the same as the double neck? Which beak came first? I don't know. I really don't know. I would imagine they both came out around the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would think they're both very similar.
So why did he change the neck for the U.S. Festival?
For the, what? Why did he change the neck for the US Festival?
He didn't.
He didn't. It was on before that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mike Turner.
Yeah. Yes, you do look great, man.
Thank you.
Did anybody else see Crowbar's Stingray bass comment? It's one of those things you don't want to laugh at, but you just can't help it.
What is it? What did he say? It was the brand of strap. I'm not the brand of strap I'm not going to buy again.
Not that one. It's
called Red Monkey Designs, but you can buy it. They're just expensive.
Caleb says he actually put the beak on right before the U.S. Festival. Let's get Ed on the phone and ask if he remembers.
I saw that comment. Yeah. That's.
James Gum wants to know what's the difference between the Edge and the Godo. Well, basically, it's the same difference as a real Floyd Rose and an Edge, because the Godo is more like a real Floyd Rose.
Mm-hmm. I like the Godo better. I like the original Floyd Rose, the Godo, and then the Edge, in that order.
Is it 8:30?
It is already. Whoa.
Should I show this?
Yeah, please do.
All right. So this came in the mail today. Well, I wouldn't say in the mail, but at 11:41 a.m. today.
Eastern time.
Eastern. Yes, Eastern Standard Time. So, dun da da.
Whoa! Hey, we got to present.
That's great.
You're singing Superman.
Yeah, I don't know why. Because
it's red and blue.
Well, kind of pink, right? No?
Yeah, it's pink.
Is it pink?
Pink and blue. Very cool.
That's how you adjust the neck.
Wow. And that's also where you put your cigarette.
Yeah.
Wow.
Focus on me. But look at that. Look at the blue dots. Come on, man.
Whoa. I can see them.
I know, but it's blurry. I want it to.
Oh,
there we go.
There. Oh, my eyes.
Almost.
Oh.
Got the Tessie switch in there. So,
very cool. That's gorgeous.
Wow.
And I wish I could describe how the neck feels, because it's amazing. It really is. So you want me to go over the specs?
Yeah.
So, one-piece Swamp Ash body, ebony fretboard with medium jumbo stainless steel frets, 20-inch radius, which is like
Wow,
super
that's
flat.
real flat. 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
But if look at that action, man. Like it feels, look at that.
You could land a plane on that thing.
You really could. So one piece maple neck. I don't go for all the, like the 5-piece, 3-piece, whatever. I just every guitar I've had one piece maple neck, you know, it feels good. So the pickups are crap.
Oh,
Bare knuckle pickup.
You just said the pickups are crap.
No, they're bare knuckle pickups. And look, I have the old the low friction EVH pot on there.
Wow.
Yep. So it's really cool how that is, you know, the groove there. The
Very much like a trans trem.
Yep. I wonder if you could route one of these out for that since it's already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you probably could. Wow, that's awesome, man.
Yep. There it is. This is the Osiris model, by the way. I probably should have said that when I first showed it, but it's the kiesel Osiris. And the that's how they do their cutaway right there.
How do you do there? How do you do there?
Yep. So it's awesome. It feels great. Feels great. Looks great. So there you go. Nice and light.
Wow.
You know?
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Play some stuff on it.
I'm just gonna rip. You know, that's all I'm doing. 'Cause I can't play on the air. I get nervous. But looks
Wow.
cool, right?
So what is it? Is it 7-string?
Yeah. Yep. And it does this very well, which is a plus. Yeah. Does it very well.
Holy
Nice.
Cow.
Yep. So I gotta go now. See ya. Oh, what's the color called? Yeah, I probably should have said the color. It's trans. They have like 3 different colors of pink, but there's only one actual typical, like real color pink. Anyway, this one's called Flamingo Pink, but they have one trans pink color, and this is it. So, trans Flamingo Pink.
Wow. That's awesome. It's
very manly.
And when I first put it on, you know, because I was like, man, you know, the no headstock, it's gonna feel tiny. And the first time I looked down at it, it did. It felt like it was a short guitar. But once you start playing it, it doesn't feel weird. It's not like your hand is gonna slide off the, you know, the end of the fretboard or anything. It just feels normal. You get used to it pretty quick.
You can do some cool new moves with that guitar on stage, man. With like rolling your hand like off the neck, you know?
Oh my God. No, the one cool thing is when you're walking around the house with it, especially with an Ibanez, and Dave knows this. You know, those Ibanez headstock, especially a 7-string headstock, it's like an extra 1.5 inches on there. You don't have to worry about bumping it into things, and so
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And just by default, you've already created a new sexual act in bed with it.
By default?
Yeah, because you own it.
What? Yeah, I was afraid someone was going to show that, Caleb. Thank you. Although I don't think it matters anymore. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I really dig the blue pickups and the blue strap.
What about the blue?
That's really cool.
Yep.
Man.
It feels really, really good. Just Beane just said it looks purplish on her screen right now. Yeah, I'm getting different colors. I see the transgender pink. I see that. Gender confused pink. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think we're seeing the actual color.
I
No,
think-
you're not.
I have a feeling it's darker on here than what I think it's probably brighter in person.
It's I mean, to be honest, it wasn't exactly what I expected when I opened the case,
Probably pinker.
but you know how it is. Like they show a guitar in a picture, you know, lighting's different. You know, so
Mhm.
but it just feels awesome. So hurry up, let's get the show over with so I can go play.
Well, you know, not also if we want to get technical about it, not everybody sees colors the same way. You know,
Mhm.
not even your eyes, actually. Actually, both my eyes see different colors each. And I don't think that's anything seriously wrong because I went to an eye doctor and he said it was normal. But I can close one eye and see one color and then the other eye and see a different color looking at the same thing.
It sounds right.
John Bolware says, Jay, is Mancuda going to buy that guitar from you? No, because I'm not a rock star. So
What?
if I sell a few million records, maybe.
Oh, I must be a rock star then.
Oh.
You bought one for me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're both rock stars to me.
Oh,
I'd rather be rock hard than rock star. Oh, never mind.
I'd rather be a rock hard rock star.
Uh-huh. Or a rock hard star.
Yeah.
Wow. 42 thumbs ups, maybe? Yeah, let's get some thumbs ups for Jay's new guitar, man. That's awesome.
Alan Ford asked, sorry, my wife is texting me. So is that a custom order or was it in stock? No, it was a custom order. So you just go through, I got the spec sheet and I went over. Chris Hong was my sales rep and he was awesome. Still is awesome. I talked to him again today. And, you know, they have like the basic specs that you get with any guitar. But then the pickups I had sent in, obviously the Tessie switch, Rob from Tessie Switch sent in for me. I sent a Fender Super 5-way switch in, the volume knob, and the low friction pot was also sent in. So technically,
all they made was the neck and body and the trim.
yeah. So yeah, technically it is a custom guitar if you want to get super technical.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Wow. Wow. Is that's your favorite guitar now?
Well, give me a couple days with it.
Awesome.
Oop, I'm signed out. Why is that?
Sign out of what?
The chat, all of a sudden it said sign in to chat. I had to click sign in again for some reason. Broke the internet.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, this next hour and something is probably gonna go by real quick. We got to talk about some good stuff here.
It's going to be the longest hour and a half in your life.
It's already been the longest 40 minutes of my life.
I hear you. We're not going to get this shit back.
Wow. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for you because I know that's your dream guitar.
Well, my dream guitar.
One of them.
Well, no, it's cool that you call a guitar company up and you basically get what you want on a guitar. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, any production guitar. I'm not saying anything negative about production guitars, but, you know, like for instance, JJ's House of Jams, he asked me my opinion on one of those new Ibanez 7-strings. And I said, it looks awesome, except it doesn't have a low pro edge. I don't even think it's a trem on there. So that's what I mean. I mean, you could see that guitar and be like, okay, well, what if I made this alteration, that alteration? What if I put these pickups in it? And you can't do that.
You can't. Well, you can customize any guitar.
Well,
yourself.
you could buy it and customize it, yes.
Yeah. Oh, but you mean actually ordering a guitar brand new from somewhere, and it shows up and it's in the box and everything, and it's like wow, it's like, you know, it's like your own baby, you know.
Yeah, nobody else has this guitar.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, congratulations, bro.
thank you.
Good health.
And the one thing I was kind of nervous about is, you know, I think what are the Ibanez, the radius is like 17 or 16.9, whatever the hell it is. I was thinking like, man, 20? Like that's, but it doesn't feel like, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel that different. Like 17 to 20, I don't think is that big of a, but it is flat, but it doesn't feel awkward.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's insane. That neck actually looks wider than your Ibanez's.
It is. You could see by how far the, how much room you still have on the bottom and the top there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Even just looking at the back of it, I noticed that the back of it looks really
Fat, like a goalie hockey or goalie leg pad.
that actually looks like somebody's leg.
It's thicker than my leg. Third leg. Oh. Well, plus my room's changing colors too. Look, I mean, the back wall's red, even though it's not really that red. The case is red. The EVH is red. So look, you got this blue Tessie switch, and it's off, and it's on, and it's off.
Whoa.
Yep. Mr. BHB says, "Is that neck a D profile?" Yeah, I would definitely say so. Can you tell? Can you tell by that?
Oh, yeah, hold it this way,
This way?
or like where it looks like a D,
Oh, which am I backwards? To
like
you?
that. Yeah, like that.
Okay.
There you go.
I prefer the flatter necks.
It looks like half a moon almost.
A moon, half a
You
moon.
know?
Oh, floating. Yeah, you could tell by the.
Oh. The wank off.
Krellbar says, any reason you didn't go with a fan fret? The main reason is that they don't make Kiesel does not have a trem for their fan fret guitars. So the second that, I'm out. Need a trem.
Mm-hmm.
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 There's a good question. Do you see that from Leon?
Where?
I can maybe answer this.
Why don't you at least read it?
Huh? Can anyone tell me, is there a difference other than looks between the EVH 1550 and the EVH Stripe series? You know, like the other red one that's out there. $500 seems a lot for looks. As I guess that's the price difference. I didn't have a shop near me to play them, and that's a question from Leon. My answer is I've played both guitars, and the necks feel different to me, different shapes, and the finish is different. It's a glossy finish on the red, black, and white stripe series 5150 guitar. Well, here it's in my turn my camera off. There it is. That's the 5150 right there. That has a satin finish, so it's not real shiny.
Body's also a different shape than the original Stripe series.
Yeah, it's a different shape body.
Where was it? Krellbar says, I have a Legolator. What is it? Legator? How do you say that guitar company?
Is that like a bad guy on the Transformers? Legator?
He says he has a leg. I think if I'm saying it wrong, I'm
Legator. Looks like Legator.
says he has a fan fret Legator. Legator. No problem getting used to the fan fret. It's the 7th string that throws me for a loop. Yeah, I've heard that playing a fan fret guitar, you know, when you look at one, especially at first, you're like, what the hell? How do you even play that? But I guess it's more natural and you don't even notice it. Because it's, I guess, easier for your hand and it just automatically goes in those, you know, at those angles or whatever. As far as the 7-string thing, if you're only playing 6-string stuff, I could totally see how it would get in the way and everything like that. But once you start playing 7-string stuff on it, it feels normal, you know.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy Carr said his Wolfgang sold.
Whoa.
Well, nice.
Good for you, buddy.
Easy Money 5150. Explain fan fret. Do I have to? Basically, the first through, is it the 7th or 9th? I forget what fret they go to. But I mean, if you play your guitar, right? There's like angle to your hand, and the fan frets, they're like at an angle. I don't even know what the hell way they go, but they start out at more an angle, and then as it gets closer to you, it straightens out and then goes the other way up the neck, like multi-scale. Exactly, Jimmy Biter, multi-scale, fan fret, whatever you want to call it. But I've never played one. I have no idea how they feel. But like I said, the Kiesels don't make a Hipshot, I guess, makes these bridges or makes these trems for them, for Kiesel. But they, like I said, they don't make one for the multi-scale guitars. So I'm not interested until they do that. And plus, what if you get a multi-scale guitar and you love it so much that you want all your guitars to be multi-scale? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go down that wormhole, bro.
Bro.
Uh-huh. I'm looking at pictures of fan fret guitars. Okay, here's one. There's lots of different.
Krellbar Strandberg makes a trem for their multi-scale guitars. That's the only one I've seen.
There's one right there.
Yo, that's crazy, yo.
That's,
Mm-hmm. What company was that?
This is how do you pronounce that? AGILE?
Agile.
There's actually there's a Wikipedia for fan frets.
Krellbar says, look up the Legolator. What is wrong with me? I keep wanting to say Legolator. The Legator Ninja. That's the one he has.
Legoland?
I gotta plug my phone in. It's gonna die.
You ever step on a Legolator guitar barefoot in the middle of the night?
Oh.
Man, I can't get to it.
Crap, man. Plug it in.
I played some. Whoa, echo! Oh my gosh! I played some fan fret guitars years ago, like 20-something years ago. There was a guy who worked at a shop in Berkeley in the 70s, maybe even in the 80s, that made guitars that had fan frets on them. He might even be the guy that invented them. Actually, I need to John BL. let's find this out. But I remember hearing stories like way back in the day, and seeing the guitars, and the guitar was sitting there, and the frets were all at an angle, you know, all the way down.
Maybe he just didn't know how to build a guitar.
Well, you know, that's sometimes that's how you get cool stuff.
I mean, isn't that what Les Paul told Eddie? The only three people that knew how to build a guitar was him, Eddie, and Leo Fender.
Oh, I don't know. All right, he says John D.
Rockefeller.
Starrett in 1977. Crowbar, there we go. Yeah. Novak's. Ralph Novak's was the guy's name. He worked at a store in Berkeley, California. Actually, it was the same store that I worked at years later. But I remember seeing his Novak's guitars were in there. And yes, if you guys know who Charlie Hunter is, Charlie Hunter actually used to live around the block from this shop, and he used to come in. And I used to see him all the time back in the day. If you guys don't know who Charlie Hunter is, he's actually in like the jazz world of instrumental guitar, like playing like he has a real unique style. He's pretty well known. But anyway. Yeah, that takes me back, man. Charlie Hunter and Novak's and all that. Skolnick was a part of that scene. I remember seeing Alex Skolnick and Charlie Hunter play a show together in a little teeny tiny little place in Berkeley. That was a cool night. Man, if I only would have had Instagram back in the day, back in 1994, you know. A lot of cool stuff.
Jimmy Bitter says, Jay, have you ever tuned the G string down to F sharp on your 7 string? I have not. Part of the reason is because I like G strings.
Yeah, and they floating. That bridge be floating. Whatever.
Denny Allen says, I believe the fan fret is primarily for intonation, correct? I don't know about the intonation, but I do know that somebody else mentioned it as well. The whole multi-scale thing, so that like each string has the same tension. Well, not same tension, but like feels how do you describe this? I guess
like
consistent,
balanced tension.
Balanced tension. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I am thinking it did have something to do with intonation. I'm thinking to get true correct intonation. That's why. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the theories behind the fan frets. I think.
Charlie S says, Jay, show the case. I got the little gig bag back there.
Gig bag.
I'm to show that? Really? I mean, I can. You know?
Yeah. Let's see your sack.
Okay. I'll be right back. I'll show you my sack.
Oh man, look at this! I'm the same color as his guitar now.
Johnny's trans pink.
Oh no! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, just to show his stupid case.
So, the one cool thing I will say about this is this is tiny, man. Look at this.
That's a nice case, though. I mean,
it definitely is. It's really sturdy.
It's really thick. It didn't look that thick back there.
Oh, it's got the neck cradle and everything, or the neck cradle, 2 zipper spots, and this one's cool, the front one, because it's got, little Ben Coombs word here, handy dandy pockets and stuff. But think about it this way: if you travel a lot, which I don't. Think about getting on an airplane with this bad boy. Nice and short, headless guitar. So it's definitely a nice case, though.
I like it.
You can have it.
That's cool, man. I'm
Thank
happy for you, man. I'm
Yeah, me
excited.
too.
I'm
Me too.
excited. You've been talking about that guitar for a long time.
That's right. I have been talking about getting a kiesel for a while.
A long time. Yeah. See, dreams do come true. Oh. Was that a message for me? Hey now, Jim Nicholas. Calling from the Bat Cave. Can I do that? He's saying Pat's dogs. I don't know if I can sing that.
Pat's dogs.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try.
Wow.
Charlie, yes, I thought I answered the question about the color. I don't know if you saw it, but it's on the order sheet. The actual color says, where is it? Trans Flamingo Pink. But I talked to the sales guy today, Chris,
A flamingo.
about the color, the pink color, and he said there's different names for it in the system, but they only have one pink trans finish. So whether it's trans hot pink, whether it's just trans pink, he said it's all, there's one finish.
And so the trans, I'm gonna guess. Stands for translucent.
Yes, I probably should have said that because then we wouldn't get all the jokes in here.
So it's not a solid color. You can see like the grain underneath.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason for you guys. Stop joking around.
Which is another cool thing, I guess. For people that like, think of it this way: somebody could get the exact same guitar as this one, exact same specs, exact same pickups, everything.
Like Dave Nesdahl.
What, the same what?
Like Dave Nesdahl will have.
Listen, I'm happy he has it, but I wouldn't buy it. That's not my thing.
No, exactly. I wouldn't expect you to like this guitar anyway. I mean, everybody's got their own, But no matter what, no one is going to have that exact same wood grain.
I'll tell you this: that guitar does look beautiful.
And I remember I called you because I had the option between a one-piece and a two-piece body. And you're like, well, let me ask you this. Is it going to be a translucent finish or are you getting a solid color? And I was like, it's a translucent finish. And you're like, dude, one piece, man.
He's like, one piece, bro.
And I don't know if you guys can see.
Bruh. One piece, bruh.
I don't know if you guys can really tell, but there are certain spots in the finish or the grain, whatever it is, where it almost has like a blue shade to it, which kind of bodes well with the blue stuff,
Yeah, it kind of looks like me too.
Where are you? Oh, there you are. Hey, look, I got Johnny on my guitar, man. Brazzers. Oh. Imagine I had like on the screen above where you are, it was like, Christy Canyon or something.
I've never been to that website, guys, and I'm not joking. I've never been there.
Did your wife block it on the internet?
I think so. That's
on
why
the router or the.
That's why I've never been there.
What do you know about the old Christy Canyon? She was a hot piece when she was younger.
Yeah. I don't know who that is, but hey, Leon is commenting now on some previous videos.
Larger.
Let's see, I don't clean the neck often, and I hate new strings. Leon, that's what Leon just said.
Hates new strings. Oh,
I'm assuming that's the video I just did with the Floyd Rose. I don't know what that video was. I don't remember. There'll be a card right here with that video, though.
Man, hates new strings. God, I love new strings.
Yeah, who do you think you are, Eric Clapton?
I love new strings.
I love new strings too. I love new strings, and he loves new strings. She loves new strings, and they love new strings, and we all love new strings.
New strings,
you, Leon.
I was gonna say,
my God,
guitar related. New strings on. Man, that echo is getting. New strings on an acoustic guitar to me is the best. You can't. There's nothing better than an acoustic guitar with brand new strings. But on electric guitar, it's great as well.
Yes, gotta love new strings.
especially me because I sweat so much. You know.
These strings will be new today until next year.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying I don't have any acid in my fingers. No, my pH is very low.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
What's wrong with you, dude? Why would you do that?
Sweating.
To the oldies, Krellbar asked, did Kiesel put that knob on, or did you put that on afterward? No, I sent him. What is it, Dave? The everybody thinks it's the MXR knob, but it's actually
it's a Fender Jazz bass knob.
the Fender Jazz bass knob.
Mm-hmm.
So
but
yeah,
MXR used them though.
Okay.
Well, the MXR knob is a little smaller. It's a tiny, like the top hat part. It's a little thinner than the Jazz bass knob. Jazz bass knob is a little bit wider, tiny bit.
So literally, like, if anybody wants to, is interested in ordering a guitar from them, like literally what you do is you can order online, but I would really highly suggest calling, even if you just have questions about, how to go about ordering a guitar from them. But you go over and try to hide my let me do this. Let me hide my
the price
here. But this is an original, one of the first ones I printed out from them. And this is just the first page. But there's no other information.
Make sure you're hiding.
My social security number.
No names, no addresses, no phone numbers.
Basically, you go step by step. The model, I can't read it, but whatever. And you tell them, so there's another option for like adding, see customer sending in pot, 5-way kill switch, strings, DiMarzio clip lock. I got the ebony fretboard with the less color variation, so it's darker. The blue dot shaped inlays, acrylic, the stainless steel frets. Use customer sending in his own pickups, like all that stuff. And then the prices are. I probably shouldn't show that either, but
Mm-hmm. Don't show the back of that either.
Oh yeah, I'm an idiot.
You can
So anyway, you go over every single step with them, and just ask if you want to send your own knobs in. That's what I did. I had Bare Knuckle send the pickups directly from them. Rob from Tessie Switch sent the Tessie Switch directly to them, and you just put your the order number on the shipping label, and it all goes. They have it on lockdown up there. They know what they're doing as far as that goes. But
and they get all the parts. They put them in the pot, mix it up, put it in the microwave.
Yeah,
whatever that thing is, pops out. Let's imagine this is a timer. I think it's an idea. I think it's what it's supposed to be. And there you go. You got the J. Hannon model.
That's right.
Alan Ford, no, Music Man does not have a custom shop where you can order any color you want on any instrument.
No.
Quentin James says he's getting a Kiesel to demo in a few weeks. Awesome, man. Which one? You getting one of the headless ones or different one? Because they have the Aries model, which has the headstock on it. It's cool. That's another thing. You can get the Aries model or other models that have the headstocks, and you can choose like any one of their style of headstocks that they have, which I think is also cool.
Can you break an Aries headstock off and put it on an Osiris?
Yeah, Dave.
I'm just saying.
Do they have removable headstocks? And I'm not kidding. Do they have like a guitar where you can actually put the headstock on there and where it looks like it's a headstock?
You know what's funny about that? I know a guy who builds guitars, and that's an idea that he's kind of been screwing around with. And I probably shouldn't even say anything, but he's been trying that out. So he's like, I'm great for travel,
Yeah, fantastic travel guitar.
Oh, but even just on stage, You know, where you smash your guitar, but not really. You know, the guitar is still good, but it looks like you'd smashed it. You know, it's like what's he sniffing? Yeah, Brett. I know. Yeah, that's Howie. Howie the Dalmatian. He's 16 years old now. Popcorn.
Is the kiesel hard to tune? Who wrote that?
Yeah, how do you tune that?
Where'd that go? Todd Soda Pop asks. All right, so obviously headless, and it's not like a double ball system or anything like that. They're cut off on there. The balls go in. The balls go in there.
From where though?
I've never tuned them yet, but you can. Let me get my phone's plugged in now. Damn it! You can see. Can you? No.
Yeah, I see him. That's. Oh, I'm talking over
The
it.
Dario.
How do you get him in there?
What?
How do you get him in there?
Once you loosen these,
I guess
they pop out.
All right.
So
No, you can see right there. You see the holes right there.
Look at that! They're right in there. No, that's not them.
Aren't those the holes?
No, these are for the intonation. These holes. I think.
Those are
right?
intonation holes.
Yes.
Yeah. If you have a flashlight.
Flashlight.
Yeah, but I just the one thing I didn't really. I'm still getting the feel of it, but these are definitely
tunable.
Well, tunable, but they
Turnable.
go fast. Like they're, if as far as like fine tuning, like if something's like a couple cents off, you got to really like barely touch it.
Oh, those are fine tuners.
Yeah, but they're also like when you
regular tuners.
String in,
and mighty fine.
Mighty fine.
Mighty shop.
That's cool.
Well,
yeah.
The first time I change strings on it, I'll film it and embarrass myself.
Yeah, that's kind of similar to my Steinberger Spirit Music EO guitar, which is in there somewhere. The strings go on the guitar. It's kind of similar to that, where you can use regular strings and then you lock it on the front with a little Allen.
Yeah.
And
Janice says it looks complicated. I heard at first it can be kind of weird, especially like I'm used to a Floyd, but they say at first it can feel kind of weird doing it, but then once you get the hang of it, it's normal. Like I've been asking Thomas McRocklin about it. He's like, dude, yeah, the first time I did it, I was like, what the heck? But it's like anything, you do it a couple times and think about the first time you changed strings on a Floyd Rose. Like, holy crap.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that was quick, though. That was the first time for that, though. That was quick. I'm talking about changing strings on a Floyd. It took forever.
Then you can't stop, and it's 40 years later, and yeah.
Whoa.
No.
The case fell. No, the case fell. Sorry.
Oh boy.
I thought that guitar was almost a Headless.
Oh no.
I dropped it. Now there's a head on the guitar.
You drop it, it grows a head.
What gauge strings on there? I use 9 to 56 on a 7 string.
Oh, I'm glad you said 7 string.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unless I was like tuned down. No, but I tune standard. And for those of you who don't know, the 7th string is just a low B string. But so I go 9, 11, 16, 26, 36, 46, 56.
Cool.
I'd like to play that thing.
Well, come visit.
Come over. I mean, just hand it over.
Oh my God.
Go out again.
Yeah, Leon. Yeah. He Yeah, he has to go outside again. He's like, come on, Johnny.
Daddy.
Eduardo,
95 people watching. Go ahead. Sorry.
Eduardo just said he ordered what? His luthier is building him a Luke 3 3/4 size scale replica. Awesome.
That's very cool.
Man, Nesdal just went.
No.
Just 3/4 though. So that would be like
Nesdal's like, that sounds familiar.
No. Too tired.
Snap.
Did you say 3 inches?
No. I said I'm too tired.
Plexiface says, which bare knuckle pickups? I almost don't want to say.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I should, right?
They're the Jay Hannon signature.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, stop looking at that guitar, you guys. All right, I'll be right back.
Bye. Now what?
Nothing. Let's leave. So when Johnny gets back.
I'm still here.
Oh!
Yeah, thumbs up. Subscribe, thumbs up. Can we get maybe 60 thumbs ups tonight?
Why just 60? Why stop at 60?
I know, right?
That's the joke, man. See, once we get 60,
somebody will see 61 and then be like, oh, I don't have to thumbs up. All right. JJ's House of Jams is asking what pickup, so I guess I gotta say. I don't know if you can hear Ellie coughing downstairs. But I got the bare knuckle Ragnarok pickups. And I'll show you again. Like the fifth, I feel like Rob Johnson keeps putting his guitar down. He does a video on a guitar, and then he puts it down. And he says, and another thing, and then he grabs it, and then he puts it down, and he says, and also he picks it up again, puts it down.
Well, that's why he's thin.
So obviously I got the blue, but if you see, I got the black screws, man. Tell me that doesn't
Pole
look
pieces.
pole pieces, yeah. But I opted for the.
Yeah, it looks good, man. It looks good, and that color blue is really nice.
Mm-hmm. And this is the only blue tip switch that would fit it.
That's fine.
I guess. So, be cool if like this thing back here was blue. The cutout, the notch.
Well, paint it. Rob Johnson would do that.
I don't know. I'm screwing it up. Somebody asked about the tuning stability earlier. I'll know more in a few days. I mean, you know, I haven't played this guitar very much today. So I'll know more. But I've heard great things about these. So we'll see.
You just got it.
Yeah, I just got it. Give me some time, man. So I mean, you don't have to worry about tuning pegs in the top, on the head,
Cracking the headstock off.
Yeah.
Like I do.
Right here, like that.
He's more than twice as having fun. Yeah, that's very cool. So is it plugged in?
No.
Plug that shit back in.
I can't play right now, man. You know what? One thing I've noticed weird because I didn't want a tone knob, but how just habit you go down and you constantly turn your knobs up. I'm always going to that tone spot too, and I'm like, oh.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can go to all your little 7-string buddies and show them your new Kiesel guitar.
7-string buddies. I don't have any 7-string buddies, do I?
Yeah, from that band that we had on here.
Oh, those guys are 8-string guys. I can't do the 8-string. It literally feels.
One guy played 7 and one guy played 8.
No. One guy wants to play 7, but they wrote so many songs on an 8-string that they can't.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Can't fathom 8 strings.
I know. The heck is going on?
Crazy. Alan Ford, what kind of music do you play, Jay?
Not Vi stuff. Don't give me that much credit, please.
He plays both kinds.
Country and Western.
Yeah.
Heavy stuff. And Todd, aka Soda Pop, probably has no idea who I am anymore, but that's correct.
Who's that? Huh.
What?
I don't know.
That low friction pot is the best, man.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
I got them on this guitar too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So how's that guitar doing, man? Is that just
Loving it. Loving both of them. Both music men.
yeah. Yeah, your Music Men guitars.
Men.
No. It wouldn't be Music Men guitar. It would be
Man
Music Men guitars.
Yeah. Music
Man's.
Music Man guitars. Love them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Music Person.
Music people.
That's right.
Stop.
Oh, yeah. Music Person guitars.
That's coming from the Dogpa.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can't put that guitar down, Dave.
No, I can't. I'm in love with it.
Show it again, because I don't see that finish again, man.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I'm so glad that it's chrome hardware and pickup, man.
You like that? That's going on the front cover.
Oh, what happened? Oh,
Front cover.
You know, this is a book. Oh, man. Alan Ford, but you didn't change anything on the Lukes? No, the only thing I changed was I put strap lock buttons on them, on both of them. I put shallower strap buttons on them. That's it. Not changing a darn thing on them.
Mm-hmm. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. Really is. Great guitar, especially on days like today when I'm like spent. I don't want to play anything that's hard to play.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty compact. It's still big enough for my body size, but it's compact where I don't have to, it's just not big and bulky.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny, did you change guitars there a couple minutes ago?
What? Oh my God! What? Whoa! You guys, man, that's a Silvertone. That's an actual Silvertone guitar. That's an actual guitar from the 1800s.
From when the Mongols ruled China.
From the beginning of time. Yeah. No, that's the real deal. That's not one of the newer ones. That guitar is made out of masonite and Scotch tape. Kryptonite.
It was built with a chisel and a butter knife.
Mm-hmm. It probably was. The Moops?
The Moops. Yeah. Who are the Moops? Or who were the Moops? What was it?
I don't know. What's a Moop?
That's the Bubble Boy episode.
Oh, Seinfeld?
Yes. The Moops. Remember what was it? Trivial Pursuit? The card was actually wrong. And the Bubble Boy, the answer was like the Moors or something like that. But
Oh,
Trivial Pursuit a typo on the answer card, and it was sorry. Well, whatever the Bubble Boy's name was, it's the Moops or something. He's a Bubble Boy.
He probably wins every game with that. That's his one card. You know.
Mhm.
I saw my name. Hey, Mark Dillon. And then I'm sorry, it's scroll. I can't scroll back. Well, I guess I can.
Showman Blues.
Which one do you want to read?
Alan Ford wants to buy your Music Man Luke. Sell it to him. Go ahead.
Oh, wow. Wow. Mr. BHB. Is that Bruce? What happened to Cat Dumpling? I have no idea.
I remember that name from when I was just a wee little fan. Cat Dumpling, that's right.
Yeah. I don't know, but I have a feeling. Cat Dumpling, if you're in here, say something. I have a feeling I might follow them on Instagram.
Them?
I have a feeling.
I got a feeling.
But it's not the same username, but I have a feeling that's the same person. But I don't know. I follow like 2,000 people on Instagram. So.
Damn. So your timeline must just be so annoying where you don't even scroll through, right?
It's
and not for nothing, Johnny, but I think you should be more of a leader than a follower.
But I have 3,000 followers.
How many of those did you pay for?
2,999.
Well, no, because you didn't pay me for mine, and that's at least 3,000.
Oh, you mean like those accounts that have like 29, 50,000 followers, and like every picture has like 5 likes?
Yes.
Yeah. That's. I saw my name. Somebody said Easy Money 1550. Eddie played that silver tone on a song. Somebody was asking if he played this on Cabo Wabo, and no, on Cabo Wabo he played a Fender 12-string Telecaster. Right? What was that? What was the name of that guitar?
Yes.
Fender
Fender 12. It's called.
Okay. For the main part, and then live he would play Fender Strat.
No. Cabo Wabo? No.
You didn't?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Well, okay. Maybe I'm thinking. Finish what you started.
Yes.
He played the Fender Strat, but actually, I do.
That's only in '88, though.
No, well, no. At Cabo Wabo in '90, he played the Strat. Yeah, but actually, I'm thinking there was an MTV News back in '88 somewhere where it showed them on stage playing Cabo Wabo, and Eddie was playing. I'm thinking he was playing a Strat. He wasn't playing the 1550.
Are you sure it wasn't just the song being played and then just some random video?
No, it was live. It was live.
It's live?
Live without a Kramer?
They did it live. They did it live.
I'll write it.
I have the footage somewhere on it, some VHS tape. No
one's ever gonna see it again.
Somewhere. Easy Money. He was. You saw it. What I'm saying? Yes.
No, I just sneezed.
Oh,
I almost didn't get the button.
The kill switch.
Oh.
It's on YouTube. Eddie was using the Soldanos for the Cabo Wabo Cantina stuff. Yeah, and man, I know we've talked about this before, but man, I love the tone he's getting at that show. Steve Anderson, were you there?
What have you?
Anderson, is he here?
I don't think so, but
Steve Anderson, are you here?
Just in case.
He wished me happy birthday the other on my birthday. That was pretty nice of him.
Awesome.
Yep. what show was it? Was it Tuesday night show? I don't know if we got to it in the chat, but somebody had asked about Eddie's guitar tone from Best of Both Worlds, and like asking like what amp he used and all this other stuff. But
Well, he used a Strat on that song on the record.
yeah, remember I asked you guys about that. I'm like, man, what?
Yeah, that's the old 2-position bridge and middle pickup together.
That glassy tone.
That's when I play live late at night on these things. That's what I'm using. Second position.
And is that second position like Best of Both Worlds? I'm so dumb.
It is.
Uh-oh.
Easy money fit from 50. Yes, I think you're right. Yeah, well, was it an Esquire? There's a magazine. I've got it. I do have it where you, how come my video is not even paused? And I'm looking at myself. There's a magazine. Thank you, Janice. Thank you. Yeah, there's a magazine where Eddie talks about the guitar he used on Cabo Wabo, and I don't know if he talks about the amp, but thing is, in the studio, you can there's so many different. The thing is, you guys, when you're when you're making records, when you're recording, a lot of times you can use 2 different amps and blend them together. So you're not using just one amp. He could be using a Marshall and a Fender.
Well, didn't on Carnal Knowledge, didn't he use 2 different amps blended together on that one? Saldano and his Plexi or something? Or am I? Or no, he's 50. I can't remember now.
A pig nose and
didn't the producer Andy Johns? Didn't he discuss like what Eddie used? And didn't he blend 2 different amps on that album?
Oh, I think I remember seeing something where he talks about that. Yeah.
And he blended 3 amps on the Different Kind of Truth record.
Wow, 3, huh?
Oh, it's limitless what you can do.
It really is. You just have to worry about phase issues and stuff like that when you're
Eddie Van Halen. You don't have to worry about that. Someone else is.
Oh yeah, of course. And I'm sure he doesn't want to hear that from an engineer. Like, oh, if we do too many takes on this and double this and use 3 different amps and might be dealing with phase issues, and you're not going to tell Eddie Van Halen that. You're going to make it work. That's a good question. I see the Scott Nickerson asked, is there a special serial number for your guitar? I mean, the only thing, there's nothing on the guitar itself. At least I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It's on the jack. Can I show it? Or should I show it? Or does it matter? Can you guys hear me?
Hello? Myself, I wouldn't, but
okay. I wonder if it's the same as the order. No, it's not. I remember hearing something like that on the Headless ones. They put it on the input jack plate. Kind of cool.
It is.
It's the the JH0001. And it'll be the only one.
yeah.
That's okay. Super rare.
So, speaking of Van Halen engineers and producers and stuff, because Easy Money said Don Landy was a genius. Yes. But, wasn't the story Ted Templeman, he produced Montrose with Sammy, correct? And isn't the story that he actually tried to get Sammy to be the lead singer of Van Halen when he first heard them or something like that? Wasn't that like, you know, the rumor on the streets?
Mm-hmm. Should we go outside and ask?
Yeah. No, because I've heard it from different, you know, not from just like one interview. It's been said, you know, on a couple of different occasions.
Mm-hmm.
So my question being is that if Ted, we're on a first name basis, you know, me and Ted, he wanted to get Sammy in the band at first, but then when Dave left Van Halen in '85, remember the interview with Eddie, and he's like, you know, we kind of wanted to do it ourselves, and Ted was like, you know, my contract's with Dave, and he went with Dave. So to me, it's kind of weird. It's like, wait a minute, the guy tried to get Sammy in the band when he first got with Van Halen, and then when Sammy leaves, when Dave leaves and Sammy comes in, he goes with Dave.
Because Dave's probably paying him more.
I'm sure that had to be it.
It's all about money, man. So it always is.
But to me, it would be almost
it's all
like
about the ducats, man. It's all about the ducats.
But it's not like Van Halen wasn't going to be paying, you know? And I just think personally from like a producer standpoint where if a guy that you thought should have been in the band from the get-go, all of a sudden, you know, how many years later? 8 years later? Ends up getting into the band 9 years later, whatever it is. You'd be like, whoa, I got to do this album.
Well, it's obvious that Ted Templeman thought that David Lee Roth was the cash cow of Van Halen. Like he was the reason why Van Halen was big. Because I mean, I don't know. That's my take on it.
Well, I think we all agree that if it wasn't for Dave, he was the perfect front man for that band at that time. And if it wasn't for him, the band wouldn't have been as big as they were/are.
It wouldn't have been the same. It wouldn't have been. It wouldn't. Oh, there's an echo. Did you hear that? It wouldn't have been the same. I think as far as Roth, I think the story is when they first went to make the first album, Dave's. I don't think that they liked Dave's singing. Like they really had to. Templeman really had to work with Dave in the studio to get those performances. And I think they're at one point they're like, well, let's get Sammy Hagar because we've worked with him before and he's awesome.
Right. I think
I think that's what actually went down, you know, in the beginning. And then I mean it's possible when Dave left, they're like, well, hey, remember Sammy? You know? I don't know. But that was, you know, lightning striking twice or whatever you say, you know?
Yeah.
Lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
Remember when you were in Van Halen? That was cool.
Wow. Thumbs up, everybody. We got 69.
Anthony says Sammy played on the same bill as Van Halen in the late 70s. Yeah, and supposedly Eddie said it in an interview. Or so, was it Eddie or maybe from Sammy's book? It's all tying together now. But supposedly, like, Eddie had said that Dave was a huge fan of Sammy. And then obviously that all changed when Sammy took his gig. And of course, Dave will never admit that. But I think Sammy, I think it was in Sammy's book, he had mentioned that, you know, Eddie telling him that, man, Dave used to be like a huge fan of you, you know?
Probably of him and Montrose.
Montrose, yeah.
You know, probably not so much the solo stuff, but
well, you never know. Dog Pell says, I always say I quit. Boss always says I was fired. I think it's funnier to say you were fired. I mean, obviously not from a band, but just the job. It's like, I got fired, man. It's like, what did you do? You know, if you say you quit, it's like, all right, you quit. There's no cool story behind it. But if you tell somebody, dude, I just got fired from my job, instantly it's like, what'd you do? I gotta know what you did.
Uh-huh. And these days it's like, well, let's see the video.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys see that video? It's from a warehouse, and I don't know what they have.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
what is, I don't know if it's a forklift or whatever, but the guy's driving that whatever the hell mini tiny thing.
forklift. Yeah.
Yeah, and he hits one leg of this tall shelf, and the whole warehouse, like dominoes, just one shelf after the other. And these things are stacked almost the friggin' ceiling.
Yeah, that's
And they-
horrible. That's got to be in some other country somewhere.
It's gotta be.
You know, I mean that did not look safe.
No, OSHA would have been there right quick, man. Just handing out fines.
Man, that's
And of course, the first thing I think of when I see that is not is that guy okay? Is who's gonna clean that up?
oh gosh.
Yep. Anthony, I'm a big Dave Manichetti fan.
Dave Manny Petty?
Yeah, that too. You know, from Y&T. Summertime girls.
Never
you guys
heard
ever
it.
get fired from a job?
Yeah.
I've been fired.
Are there the good? Is it a good story?
I won't tell my story.
All right, Johnny.
get out the Cabo Wabo. I washed dishes at one point. That's how I bought a bunch of my Kramer guitars, you guys. I washed dishes at this place, and I ended up meeting this girl there, and we ended up going out, and I just never went back to the place. and they're like, come pick up your check.
Really, you just didn't show up?
I stopped going.
Job abandonment.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was horrible.
I have a borderline funny firing story. I worked, Dave, remember we were talking about the video store thing? I worked at a video store in this was probably about 96, I think, 95, 96 or whatever. I was still in high school. And Captain Video was the name of the video store.
Captain Video!
Captain Video in New Windsor, New York. So, you know, I think what were the videos? $3.80 something cents or whatever the heck the price was to rent a video. So a teenager working at a video store, of course your friends are going to always come in, right? And want to rent videos. Well, 90% of the time, I'm not going to charge my friend if he want, or my friends if they want to, you know, take out some stupid movie that, you know, never gets rented. So for the most part, I would just scan the video and zero out the price. They'd bring it back. No big deal. No harm, no foul, right? So long story short, I got a phone call on a Saturday afternoon. Probably late Saturday morning. I was still in bed. Phone rings. I pick it up, and it's the owner of Captain Video.
It was Mr. Captain Video himself.
Yeah, it was Mr. Video. And all it was is, yeah, Jason, we see that you've rented over, what the hell was the price, man? Over like $1,800 in free videos, or $1,200. I forget what it was, like $1,200, whatever it was.
In XXX.
Yeah, yeah. In free videos, I'm like, really? You know, like almost like, you know, really? Like, yeah, we don't know how we're gonna handle this, but we might press charges, but you're definitely fired. And I was like, okay. So of course, around that time was the movie Friday, so all my friends are busting my balls. You got fired on your day off, you know. But yeah, so nothing ever happened of it. I just wasn't allowed to go back in there, and they closed down.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, thank goodness they're not still around today.
yeah.
Captain Download.
But here's the thing. There's no way that even if they did try to sue me or something, or, you know, go to court and try to have me pay back that money, there's no way it would have held up. Not that I'm a lawyer or anything, but to log into the system was the last four, I think, of your phone number, of your home phone number. Because back then we didn't know no cell phones or anything. But everybody's phone number was in the cabinet where the stereo was a piece of paper taped to the door with everybody's home phone number on it. So all I had to say technically was, "Hey,
I didn't do it.
I didn't do that. Somebody was using my my number to rent out free videos." So
Well, all they had to do is to contact the people that saw the videos, find out that they're your buddies, and there you go. You're screwed.
yeah, but nothing ever happened,
Uh-huh.
That was a fun job too, man. Because that was around the time where they had like the video game system set up in those little kiosks.
Mm-hmm.
You can,
Oh my God.
he's just skipping the individually wrapped. He's just going right to the bag.
No, I had to put it in my other hand.
Are those peanut butter cups?
No.
Or
They're-
is that I call them ET candy.
Yes, ET candy.
Oh, those are so good.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Man, I feel like renting a video and eating ET candies right now.
That's why I'm eating the motherfuckers.
Oh gosh.
Brendan Butcheek said he was laid off but not fired. See, there's three levels. There's the fired, which is like what happened. The I quit, which is like, maybe something cool happened. And then there's the laid off, which basically you don't want to tell anybody because that basically means that the company didn't need you anymore. That's the nice way of saying, laid off. That sucks.
Metal
Worst.
Metal Mike 5150 asks, "Do you guys recommend a wireless system for your guitar and amp?" And then he asks, "Do I use one?" Well, it depends on what you're doing with it. If you're playing in your house, no. If you're playing on small stages like in a bar, no. If you're playing at the Madison Square Garden, yes. Now choose where you're playing and decide if you need one.
Hold on a second. Where's my? I don't have. They're downstairs, but I told you guys I bought that.
Oh,
The heck is it? Don't make me come down there.
while he's looking, I've used wireless systems over the years. I've used Nady Wireless. I think they're from Oakland. I have one. The last time I used it was for a show up at the. We have any fans from Sacramento? The Sacramento. What was it called?
Library.
No. Some theater in Sacramento. I can't think of what the name of the place is, but I was in a band. This is back in 2006, and we played this huge show, and I used a wireless that night. And I remember jumping off the stage and running through the crowd while I was playing, and then the security guy had to let me back in to get back on the stage. But I would not use a wireless these days for anything, no matter where I played. I'd use a cable.
Yeah, cables are just better sound.
There's so much that can go wrong with a wireless system, and it's just another thing to add to your sound, and a lot of them can take away from your tone.
Well, in a studio setting, I would never use wireless, but I bought this, the X-Vive system, and I think I've said this to you guys before, but I use it downstairs. I have my little the smaller Yamaha amp next to the TV or on the bar, depending on where I have it. And I can walk around the family room or living room, play guitar, not have to worry about Ellie tripping over the damn cable or the dogs tripping over it and knocking stuff over. But when I'm up here, I'm literally sitting 3 feet away from my amp.
And that's exactly when you need to use a wireless, right then and there.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can get up and use the bathroom.
No, but seriously,
tracking.
if you're just sitting, you know, like I do most of the time anyway, if I'm just sitting here playing guitar, there's no need for a wireless. But I mean, I know I've read online people saying they've used these things in small clubs and they're great.
I'm not saying you can't use them. I'm saying I wouldn't use them. You know, he asked, you know, my opinion. I'm not going to use them in a small club where a wire is better. You know, you're not really going to be running around in a small, like in a bar. I've only played bars and very small clubs. Excuse me.
Yeah, and
So go ahead.
most gigs. What
do you mean? Huh?
Most BGs. You guys know I used to jog past one of the Bee Gees mansions when I lived in Miami Beach.
No, I never knew that.
Desmond and I used to run past the guy's house. Anyway, most gigs you do in clubs, your amp is going to be right next to you. You're not going to be, you're going to be this far away from your amplifier in most situations. So, and a wireless is, like I said, it's just going to create more trouble because your battery's going to pass out. Or like I said, a lot of them, they color the tone. They take away from the tone of your guitar. And if you turn a certain way, you hear like, you know, and some of them
interference.
Channel, yeah, like remember Spinal Tap?
10-yard penalty.
You know,
Raceway Park, yeah.
And a lot of times, you're playing, but the sound you're hearing is later from what you're actually doing. So it messes you up. That's one of the reasons I stopped using them, is because we'd be playing on stage, and I'd play in this was in Miami Beach, and I had a wireless set up and everything, and I would play, and I remember thinking, man, I'm a little off from the band. I mean, maybe it was me actually, but no, it was the wireless. The sound, you'd hear the sound just a split, second later from what you're actually doing. So you would have to try to play in front of the I'd have to pretend like I was Oz Noy, just to be able to play along with the band with my wireless system. Remember how he was saying he was playing ahead of the band in the one song?
Yeah. Thank you, Todd. Todd Graff said he watched the tour of my guitars recently and he really enjoyed it. Oh. Thank you. I did too.
Oh, I thought you were responding to his grumpy old bastards comment.
Oh no, I okayed that message.
You're like, oh, thank you. Mm-hmm. I'm not old.
I'm grumpy. No question about that. At times, I'm very grumpy. I'm not grumpy now. I'm just being, sarcastic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But another thumbs up would help with the grumpiness.
Oh, I didn't get much sleep last night knowing that this thing was going to be coming. And what the hell is on my chair here?
24-hour shipping.
Well, yeah, it said today before noon.
It'll be there between midnight today and midnight next week.
Yeah, like a plumber or the cable guy. Give you a
cable guy
6-hour window. But no, I went to bed super late, and then freaking Jeannie was on fire last night sleeping. Man, all of a sudden I'm like getting to bed and I'm like, it feels like it's 85 degrees in here. And she was just giving off heat.
What was she farting?
No, she drank a little too much last night. She's drinking wine. So I guess when she drinks wine, her body just radiates. So I'm like laying in bed, like tossing and turning because number one, guitar says FedEx before noon. Well, that could mean 8 o'clock, right? So I'm like, freaking out. I'm like, am I going to wake up if I hear the doorbell?
Here's the deal. Just so you know, FedEx doesn't actually, the driver doesn't get in his car until 9 a.m.
Well, even then, I don't usually wake up time before that.
Yeah. Shauna, Snickers is in bed with Mama Bear.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, speaking of wine, oh man, I don't drink wine anymore, and those headaches, man. I'm so glad I don't get those headaches anymore.
Well, that's the what are they?
They were the worst. It's a sulfate or whatever
Yeah,
it is.
sulfites or something.
Sulfites. Yeah.
I can't drink wine either, man.
We get the sulfite free whatever's. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe the smoking loon was maybe sulfite free or whatever. You know.
I knew you drank that. Drunk
Mhm.
that?
It was good. It was good stuff. It's just down the street from me. Yeah, it was good. I used to drink half a bottle of that, and I'd wake up the next day just like, oh,
thinking you were Eddie Van Halen.
the worst headaches. There's nothing worse than a wine headache, you guys.
Best way to treat that is drinking a bottle of wine.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I'd get up the next day, and if I didn't have to be anywhere, I would chug a 40
Yo,
What happened to this?
in the
Yeah.
garage.
Talking about chugging 40s now.
I'd go out to the garage and chug a 40.
when when you say chug a 40, you have to add the yo after that. Chug a 40, yo.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And then your headache's gone, and you're feeling great, but then you pass out, and then you wake up, later on, and it's like still the same day. It's like nighttime, and you're just like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
And those were the days, man.
Mike as himself wants to know what all my guitars are tuned to. 104.3, the QFM.
104.3 QFL.
Leave a thumbs up if you guys like stuff.
CBS FL.
That's very funny, actually. That's a good job. Actually, all my guitars but one are tuned to standard. I have one tuned to E flat just because you never know when you may need to have one.
Mm-hmm. Just in case somebody asks, I tune all mine to regular standard tuning.
440.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
that's
not
what it-
440. You got to put a yo after that. 440, yo.
That's what it is? Oh, I was 439 is what I always did.
Yep. This show has gone to shit. 71 people watching.
Cool, then I can go play guitar then?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to go put Ellie to bed first, and then I'll play.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, shoot.
Go. Pop the trunk. Do it.
Mm-hmm. Todd. Yeah, Tascam. Yeah, I won this over at the Tone King. They were doing a Tascam. He was doing a show about Tascam, and yeah,
He should have made the image larger so that the reels are over your boobies.
Mm-hmm. Well, the shirt's a little big for me, just a little bit.
It looks like it's like a football jersey on you.
Mm-hmm.
Number 72.
Shit.
I had to go to a store today and get something, and the guy behind the counter, he must be a musician because he said something about reel to reel. He's like, "Oh yeah, I wish they still made reel to reels or something." Or he's like, "I wish I had a reel to reel." Is what he was saying.
Maybe he was saying he wished he had a real job.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-huh.
Johnny
No,
told me to watch tonight. He's in the chat.
I think he owns the place. That guy. This guy.
So he was counting money then, printing money.
He was sitting there with a big cigar.
Yep.
His
Feet up.
his feet were up, just counting money.
What you buying today, Johnny?
Yeah. If you ain't buying, get the hell out of my shop.
Oh man.
Corey Feldman.
Yeah. What are you talking about, James?
Mm-hmm. Oh, the guy behind you?
Oh, you don't have to delete that. Come on.
Let's get John B on the case. Wait a minute. Yeah, thumbs up, everybody.
I don't think we have enough people.
Well, they're all different people. Oh, like, see, Amanda's in here now.
Who's been here the whole time?
Me. Dan Halen, I would probably recommend the hum single single for a Hendrix type thing.
Huh? But he didn't use humbuckers.
I understand that, but he asked which Luke I would recommend. He wants to buy a Luke, but he
Oh.
wants to be able to play Hendrix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you only got the two options.
Mhm.
And not the EMG one.
No.
Well, if you want the true tone, you want to use three singles. If you want
Yeah.
the Hendrix tone.
But that wasn't the question.
Not what he asked.
I answered his question.
Didn't you say there's a Luke with three singles?
No, I didn't say that.
Is there?
No, there is not.
Johnny looks like he's like,
If there is, they made it for Steve Lukather only. But there's no official model.
Mm-hmm. Maybe there should be.
And Hendrix did use humbuckers. John BL is correct. He's used Gibsons for a long time as well.
Oh, okay.
He used the Next G, he used the Les Paul, he used the Flying V.
Oh, okay, that's right. I'm thinking about the Strats.
oh man.
I know.
Sleep, too much excitement.
I didn't sleep last night either. I slept from 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m.
What?
You slept an hour?
And that's why I'm exhausted and I'm in a pissy mood because I'm just tired. Not that I'm in a pissy mood, I'm just tired.
I thought you meant like 6:30 a.m. yesterday to 7:30 a.m. today. Like, damn, that's called a coma.
No. I slept 1 hour. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's
all play our new guitars.
yeah. Johnny's got his what is that again behind you?
Silvertone?
Yeah, just pretend that's new and play it.
Oh, that's not new. I've had that thing. I've had that since like 2003,
In the year 2000.
2004.
The year 2000.
Man, I hear a lot of people they're complaining because Conan now is like half an hour long.
What?
There's no band anymore. He fired the band. And yeah, it's like not the same show at all anymore.
How is it only a half hour long?
I've never seen it. I don't have TV, so I don't know.
Wow.
Easy Money 5150 said, explain Tessie Switch. Tessie Switch is the name of a company that makes stutter switches for guitars. Or, KILL switches for guitar.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, you already said the S words. You can say anything now. But yeah, there they are right there. Tessie, we love you, Tessie.
Love you, Tessie.
Oh, yeah, you got the shirt on. Yeah.
Yeah.
We love you, Tessie.
We love you.
Excuse me, I just had a little something in my throat.
Oh,
Jay, get out.
Yeah, Tessie Switch. Mm-hmm. This will be in a guitar someday.
Someday, but don't count
Somebody else's guitar, maybe.
Don't count your chickens till Johnny tucks them in.
I count my chickens every night. I have to. I have to make sure they're all there. 82 thumbs ups.
One.
Can we get 90 thumbs ups at least?
Yeah.
Mad Dog, how'd you know, man? Also, let us know in the chat, where are you watching from tonight?
Yeah.
And don't say upstairs. What state are you guys
The
in
living room.
right now? How many of you had so far tonight? How many bottles of wine are you into?
How bad is the headache that you're going to have tomorrow morning?
Mm-hmm. I can't even think about that, man. Mr. BHB. Is that Bruce? He's in Ohio. Brendan B. Buttcheeks is in
Poughkeepsie.
Poughkeepsie, New York. Jeff's 1000 is in Kansas City. Anthony is at Area 51. Look out.
Oh,
Sean Marie sings, saying hello to Mad Dog. Oh, here we go. Wisconsin, Kansas, Mark Taylor. Bourbon, Easy Money 5150. Jason Wade is in Midland, North Carolina. See, everybody's coming out of the woodwork tonight. Yeah, leave a thumbs up, you guys. Let us know where you're from and leave a thumbs up. And if I don't read your comment, keep commenting. Wow. California, Rob 2012. Hal Face is in Wisconsin.
ooh, thrash metals from Slayer.
Yeah, Joe Hervey. Yeah, Long Island, New York.
Mike is himself is from Crook County, Illinois. Cook County.
Uh-huh. Oh, like the Blues Brothers.
Yep.
He's hailing from the jail there, Cook County jail.
What a great movie that is. God.
Mm-hmm. I remember when I was working at the shop in Berkeley, walking down the street is oh man, what's his name? Steve Cropper comes walking down the street. And Leon, if you're still watching this, what is Veda? I just got a pop-up. Veda means vlog every day in April.
And
April.
August.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm outside. Steve Cropper comes walking down the street and into the shop. And I'm behind the counter. And Steve Cropper is right there talking to me. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. Because I grew up on the Blues Brothers movie. It was awesome.
Yeah, Steve Cropper's great.
Mm-hmm. Now, I remember on the counter right in front of me, somebody, I don't know why, somebody had spilled some nail polish. I don't know why it was even there. And I remember him like sniffing around, being like, it smells like nail polish.
Mason McFarlane asks, he says, hi, I'm doing an EVH 5150 guitar build. Has anyone done one? If so, any advice? And he's watching from Ohio.
What?
Well, what are your questions?
Well, if you would, one piece of advice you'd give somebody that was building a 5150, I guess. If you
Don't sell it.
Huh?
Don't sell it.
Yeah, don't sell it. And if you do, don't say you're selling it. Don't sell it.
What? Was there a question?
Yeah. Any advice?
Charles is in North Carolina. What's the advice? What's the advice on what?
Building a 5150.
Huh? On building a 5150?
Yeah.
The 0 is not lined up with the 515.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
There's a lot of on the paint job. Yeah, that's a whole show in itself.
That's a broad question.
That's a very broad question. That's not something I can answer in a minute. I usually give a course on building 5150 guitars.
I'm sure there's a lot of information on past episodes on this show, on this channel.
There might be. Yeah, it sounds like somebody needs to binge watch tonight.
Yeah. Get nice and comfortable. Put a hot pocket in the microwave. Put on your favorite pair of underwear. And just get to watching.
Oh, man. I haven't had a hot pocket in years. I haven't had a microwave in years. This is a that's a toaster oven. We tried hooking up a microwave in here and it blew the power.
Well, if you don't have a microwave, then cooking a hot pocket takes like 37 minutes or something. You might as well cook a real meal if
in the oven.
not use a microwave or a hot pocket.
Mm-hmm. But actually, the stuff that you can make that you can zap in the microwave, it does taste a lot better in the oven.
Of course.
I mean, a lot better.
Yeah,
but
but
man, I used to get the ham and cheese hot pockets. I'd get the barbecue beef ones. Man, those were good.
yeah, the pepperoni ones are my favorite.
That was my favorite too. The pepperoni pizza.
Yep. Bruce says, I have some pepperoni pizza hot pockets in the fridge. I hope they're not in the fridge, because if they're in the fridge, you need to throw them out because they need to be in the freezer. Ooh, use an air fryer. Santa brought one for Jeannie for Christmas. And we cooked tater tots in those a few weeks ago. Holy shit.
Was it the Emerald Lagasse one?
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Was
The
it
only thing I
a
bought
George
was
Foreman?
Go play your guitar,
George
kid.
Foreman. No.
Mm-hmm. Mad Dog, I am. Can you tell?
What? Old?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I told somebody I was 39 today, and they believed me.
It's not hard to believe.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. Yeah, who the hell was it? Somebody, I think it was Boner Jams. Like, he saw that episode, Johnny, was it a week or two ago, and you said that you're like 57, but you said it with such a straight face, and he called me up. I didn't call him up for that reason, but I talked to him like the next day. He's like, yo, Johnny's 57? And I was like, what? He's like, yeah. I'm like, dude. He's like, he looks fucking great for 57. What the hell's he eating?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Hot Pockets.
Hot pocket. Look at us with our arms crossed, like we're waiting for a bus.
I'm waiting to get hit by a bus.
It'd be like this now. You know. I am waiting for a bus. Remember Bart Simpson? That was his line on the Krusty Show, and he knocked the entire set over.
No, I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's to the 5150 build thing. Like, I've never done it, and I wouldn't do it because it wouldn't be right, and I know it wouldn't be right. But I mean, there's tons of information on the internet, especially on this channel. Rob Johnson now has his own channel. He's doing shows on all of Eddie's guitars.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of information out there, but just you know, take your time, I guess, right?
Yep, I have one myself. Johnny has one. I'm just over it.
You'll be back on it.
Mm-hmm. Now he'll be sitting there next week with a kiesel.
No,
ain't gonna happen.
No, you know what though? They do make some other kind of guitars. You know,
I'll be sitting here with either this guitar or one of the Ibanez guitars,
or a Hot Pocket.
I'm gonna go make a Hot Pocket now.
Oh. Oh. Hey, Flipside Music. Hey, good to see you, man. Wow. Yeah, thanks for jumping in, dude.
All right. Hit it.
Rob?
Yeah, if you guys are going to stay, I got to split. But if you're going to leave, then I'll stay.
I can't.
I got to get 90 thumbs ups.
I got to get to bed.
Yeah, I got to tuck Ellie in. I got to eat something, and then I got to come back up and start breaking this guitar. Break this guitar. Break
that guitar. You start breaking that guitar, right?
Oh my gosh.
Well, Mason, he says the main. I'm sorry to not let you go
ahead.
here, even
Go
though
ahead,
I want to
I was
go.
going to say the same thing.
Go ahead, you say it because you're more the expert on this crap.
He says that the main reason that he's building one is because he always wanted one 5150, but didn't have $1,000 to buy the official one. Well, the official one is nothing like the real one, and it's nothing like any replica that people have made. It looks similar, but it's not anything like. No, it's a good guitar as a guitar, but it's not really a 5150 guitar. And to tell you the truth, if you made a good replica, they're about $2,000 or maybe more. They're a lot of money. If you're thinking you're going to make a replica of a 5150 guitar for, you know, $200 or $300, you're sorely mistaken, and it's not going to happen. If you are, it's going to fall apart because you're going to have really crappy parts. And I hate to sound so frank, but it's really the truth.
Hey, Frank.
Yes, I'm going to be frank. Well, I thought you were Dave. No, I'm serious. If you're thinking you're going to make a guitar for that little money, it's you know, you're mistaken, because it's not going to happen. And if it's not going to be right, it's not going to be in tune. It's just not going to be a great guitar. Now, if you're looking to build one just to get practice on building them, then absolutely get the cheapest pieces, you know, everything that you can, and work on building them. But if you're looking to have a good guitar for yourself, it's going to be probably more than the official model.
And there you have it, from the expert himself. Let's leave, Dave.
All right, goodbye.
So long. Johnny. Now I feel bad if I leave. But guess what?
I was just kidding. Jay left, but I was just kidding. So let me get the chat back up here because I can't see anybody. 1 second, people. I'll be right with you. All right, here we go. And we're back. Okay. All right, so we're waiting on Johnny, of course. How come I can't find the chat? All right, here we are. Yes, I advise Musicraft Easy Money, the bodies and necks. They're great stuff. Someone should build a kit for the striped guitar. The problem is, yeah, I'm all alone, Tessie. But the problem is, Eddie's lawyers will sue you. You know, you can't just, you know, we'll sue the company that builds the kit, you know, striped and all. But there are companies that build the bodies and necks to make them, and then you have to paint them yourself and put them together. Musicraft, Chris Locke, K&E, they all make those bodies. Musicraft makes the bodies and necks. But yeah, that's the deal with that.
What?
Charles Green, yes, the hardware is expensive at the premium level as well. Well, Mason McFarlane, the one that I have right this minute, I didn't actually build. It was built by someone else, but I've built plenty of them. I just got kind of tired of building it here. Let me show you some of these guitars. Well, actually, I can't at the moment. 1 second. Let me see what I can do. Hang on. Hey, Johnny.
Hey, what's up?
WhatsApp?
Are we going to start the real show now?
No.
WhatsApp?
Yeah,
Use WhatsApp?
No, I don't.
Do you have it?
No. What was the question? Because I just lost the chat.
They want to know if those Reese's Pieces are orange or yellow or brown.
They're orange, yellow, red, and brown.
Huh? There's no red Reese's Pieces.
Oh,
I thought it's just
orange and yellow. And
orange, yellow, and brown.
Yeah, that's it.
Thumbs up, everybody.
All right, so Easy Money says Mean Streets used to make a good one. They were okay. That the diehard guys that want the exact guitar that Eddie used, or as close to the exact guitar as Eddie used, would think that the Mean Street Guitars is not correct. But if you're just looking to get a guitar that's like a tribute to the 5150, then Mean Streets looks good. It's great quality, but it's not exactly correct looking. I guess we can do another show at some point on the 5150. I know we've done so many shows on that guitar. It's just, it's probably easier for you to find one on our program.
The what? 5150?
The 5150 guitar.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, if you know how to make guitars and if you can paint, guitars and stuff, I mean, it's a project, is what it is. A lot of people, they like to make them because they like, and it's not just 5150. It's like any legendary, guitar. People dig the stuff. Myself personally, I'm a terrible artist. I can't do anything right, and so I could never make, paint any kind of anything. I can put guitars together. But the thing is with the signature model guitar, it's almost like well, let's say with like a striped guitar, I couldn't play a gig with that.
No, I've done it, but two things are going to happen. They're going to either say, "Play Eruption, dude," or "You suck because you can't play like Eddie Van Halen." That's what they're going to say.
I did play a gig with my GMW, and I didn't have any problems. Nobody said anything about any of that. And actually, the video's on the channel here. I'll put a card right here of me live on stage playing that guitar. And to everybody in the audience, it was just a regular guitar. I don't know if anybody knew what it was. But for most gigs, most like rock shows, I don't know. I mean, I always kind of thought, and yeah, leave a thumbs up, everybody. Let's see if we can get up to 100. We got 93. I've always thought it'd be cool to play in a punk band and to play one of those guitars, where you're playing just like punk rock music, just power chords, and to play a Van Halen looking guitar.
Well, that would just be, that would just go full circle, because didn't the Stripe guitar actually come from a guy in a punk band before Van Halen?
Well, what David Lee Roth says is that he got the idea for the stripes on Eddie's guitar. And he said he got the idea because the bass player in The Clash had a bass with stripes on it. And he actually said that on his radio show way back, way back in the day. 5 more thumbs ups. See, I told you guys we can do it. 5 more thumbs ups. But yeah, I've always thought if I was to join a punk band or just some fun, not so serious. Well, not that punk's not serious, but you could get away with playing, a Van Halen guitar and it'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are the stripes copyrighted? I think it's the paint job. I think it's the colors. I think it's the color combination, and maybe the as far as like the Frankenstein and the 5150, I think maybe those designs are maybe protected.
Well, I thought that it was any intersecting stripes on any platform.
It's definitely the colors. It's definitely the red, black, and white color combination.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mike himself says, "I need an Eric Johnson signature Strat." No, I don't. They're good guitars, but not interested. I've got a great Strat that I love.
Mm-hmm. Douglas, you're still here? Douglas, want to jump in? Come on, Douglas. Yeah. 4 more thumbs ups. We can do it. We got 63 people watching, and there's got to be 4 of you that just jumped in within the past, 20 minutes. Yes, and don't forget to share this video on Facebook and Twitter. That's right, Nightbot. Ah. All right, who has a wrench? Take care of that. Hurry.
What is it?
Hurry.
What are we talking about?
I'm not going to read it. There we go. Thank you, Amanda. Amanda, you've earned your wrench back. There you go.
How come I didn't see it? Why don't I see it?
I don't know.
Oh, there it is. I see it now.
Come on, Douglas. So what else? Real quick. There you go, Amanda. Thank you, Amanda. What's on tap for this weekend, man?
Tomorrow I'm taking my cat to the vet. I have to wake up at 5:30, give him a shot, and then at 11:45 he goes to the vet.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to be playing guitar and relaxing all weekend. I've had a busy, hard week this week.
Mm-hmm. And you're going to be playing that guitar?
No, probably a lot of them.
All of them?
Not all of them, not everyone, but quite a few. I'm probably going to be tuning and cleaning guitars as well.
Man, I'd play a different guitar every day. Like if I woke up and walked into that room, I'd be like, man, which one today? But yeah, I do know when you don't touch a guitar for a while, the strings,
They go sharp. They usually don't even go flat. They go sharp for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know you do enjoy setting up guitars.
Yeah, I do.
So you probably walk in there and you see one that you haven't played in a long time or set up, and you're like, okay, this one I'm gonna work on.
Like I had my buddies over today, and they were playing a bunch of my guitars, and they were, except for the ones that are right here that I'm playing now, the Music Man and the Ibanez guitars, they were all out of tune, all of them. And it was like, oh, to listen to someone play an A chord out of tune is like death. Oh. So I have some work ahead of me, but I'm going to make sure I do some playing too.
Mm-hmm. 3 more thumbs ups. We can do it. We can do it. Everybody, log into your trolling accounts. 2 more thumbs ups.
Metal Mike wants to know which Luke I like the best. I like them both equally.
Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, everybody, rest in peace, Peter Mayhew. He was the actor that played Chewbacca in the original trilogy. I think he was Chewbacca up until he was in Force Awakens, but he was also he had a double in that.
Mm-hmm.
So there was another guy there. I've been getting a lot of comments though, and actually today a friend of mine walked by, he saw me, and he's like, "I saw the picture of you with long hair."
Mm-hmm.
I posted a picture yesterday of me with Chewbacca at it was at Star Wars convention in San Francisco back in 1997. It was called the Men Behind the Masks tour.
Oh, okay.
And it was Peter Mayhew, it was Anthony Daniels, David Prowse, all the guys. If you guys are nerds, you guys know who I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll show it. I'll show the picture real quick here.
Yeah, you should. Mason McFarlane, would you like to see my 5150 guitar? Are you interested in taking a look at it? I'll go get it if you want to, but if you don't really care, I'm not getting up.
Oh, we got 100 thumbs ups.
Awesome. My clap seems to go on forever.
You got to get a medicine for that or something.
Oh yeah. Hang on a
Okay.
second. Hang on, I'll be right there.
Okay. All right. I'm going to show this picture. All right. Here is me with Peter Mayhew back in 1997. Right there. Yeah. Look how huge this guy is. But yeah, I met him twice over the years. Actually, I've got some videos on the channel here of this. I went to this thing in San Francisco called WonderCon, and he was there. And there is a video of me actually looking at all the pictures on his at his booth, at his display, and I pick out. Actually, I'll put the video in the card right here as well on playback. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, rest in peace, Peter Mayhew.
Absolutely. All right, so Mason, this is my 5150 here. Hang on a second. And Johnny also has something very similar to this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine sucks.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't suck. It's actually probably worth more because it's a GMW.
Yeah, mine's cool, but mine doesn't look like that.
This is probably as exact replica as you can get to Eddie's real guitar at the moment. So that's the guitar.
Wow. Yeah, that was mine. That was my favorite guitar growing up, man.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, it still is. I mean, it still is. But like I was saying, though, if I get called for a gig next week, unless it was to play, Van Halen songs or like hard, like a tribute kind of, band or whatever, I wouldn't play a guitar like that on stage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mason, go ahead.
I mean, not because I'd be like afraid to get yelled at, like, "Hey, play Eruption, you suck." Right. It's not because of that. It's for me. If I'm playing a guitar that looks like that, I better be playing Van Halen style music.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I don't want to be playing, folk music on a guitar like that. It's just it messes with your head.
I agree. Mason, the reason for the random tuner on the bottom of the headstock is in 1990, Eddie Van Halen broke the headstock of the guitar. He broke it between the B string and the E string. So he drilled a new hole, put a tuner on it, and had his E string. And instead of putting a new neck on the guitar, he loved that neck so much that he wanted to preserve it the best he could. And then somewhere later in 1990, Music Man fixed the headstock for him.
That's very interesting.
But you knew that, Johnny.
I've read a few magazine articles. Because I get the magazines for the articles, you guys.
Yeah.
Although I call them harticles. That's just wrong. Nobody's watching this.
Yeah, a lot of people are. Ben L, the pickup in this is it's a vintage Seymour Duncan JB.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably from the mid '80s.
Yep. Here's another vintage JB right here as well.
Yeah.
My birthday's coming up, you guys. We're celebrating everybody's birthday. My birthday is next month. Mm-hmm.
Cool. What are we gonna do for your birthday?
Well, let me see what day it's on. If it's on a show day. Yeah, the Bumblebee guitar is cool, Mason.
Yep. I like it too.
My birthday is on Wolfgang Wednesday, and I'm actually. It looks like I'll be in the. Wait a minute. I might be in the studio that day, so I might be gone.
Well, we don't have a show on Wednesday anyway.
Yeah. So maybe that Tuesday will be our birthday show.
Yeah, and you don't have to show up to it.
No. No, I'll be sleeping from the 2 bottles of wine I had the night before. Man, that was the worst, man. I used to mix wine with Orange Gina, that orange drink.
Yeah.
I used to mix
love that stuff.
like Smokin' Loon with Orange Gina.
Wow.
Huh? Was that for me?
Yeah, it was. Brett McCord, I did not build the neck and fretboard on this guitar. It's a Music Craft neck, and I believe it's a Chris Lock body.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Desiree, if you're listening,
Yes.
I would drink wine, mix it with Orange Gina. It was good. And then I would drink those little airplane bottles of what was that stuff called?
Death.
Yeah. I'd have a couple of those, and I would just.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh.
I don't miss those headaches one bit. One bit, man. There's nothing worse.
I used to like Bailey's and Coke because it tastes like a Coke float.
Uh-huh.
Bailey's and Coke.
Yeah.
And Bailey's. It was the best.
Irish cream, is it?
Yeah.
Is
So
that
you
what it
look
was?
like having a Coke float. Yeah. So it's like drinking a Coke float.
Man.
You have like 2 or 3 of those. Well, for me 2, and I'm like, woo!
And you're floating.
Yes. This is fun. Give me another.
Shauna just screamed out your name with some pink hearts.
Hi. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. We're good?
Yeah.
On that note,
I'm past good.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you, everybody. Leave a thumbs up for Jay's new guitar. Man, yeah, that's what that looked like. That looked like something back in the...
He left.
oh.
Yeah, he couldn't take it anymore. Yeah. So yeah, everybody. Good night. Phil, Metal Mike, Joe, Mason, Tessie, Shauna, Easy Money Fit 150, Mark, Jimmy, Brett, Amanda, Joe again,
Jason, Alex, Andy, Timmy, Jonathan,
Bobby,
Billy, Sammy, Eddie, Alex,
what was
Michael,
that one Mouseketeer?
David.
Cubby?
Cubby.
Annette?
I had a crush on Annette. Oh my goodness.
When you were a kid?
No, last week.
Oh.
No, of course when I was a kid.
Uh-huh. From what?
Yeah.
Not from the
From the Mouseketeers, yeah. Her eyebrows and her smile. Oh my God, I was like in La La Land.
Well, that show's from the 50s.
I know, and I was born in the 70s, and I thought she was the cutest thing standing.
Uh-huh. Annette Funny Jello? Did you watch her movies with the...
No, I went after the Musketeers. I did not find them attractive at all.
You were like, Annette in black and white is amazing. In color, you couldn't take it.
You know, I just had a thing. She had those big eyebrows and the great smile and the huge eyes. Forget it.
Mm-hmm. So you went from her to Valerie Bertinelli, huh?
Yeah.
Good night, Charles.
Because, you know, I always thought I was Eddie Van Halen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you still can be.
I can be for $49.95. 7 payments of $49.95. I could be Eddie Van Halen.
Anybody can be whatever they want to be. You can all be wannabes.
I've got all his guitars. I may as well start being him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah. Oh, Nightbot is saying we need more thumbs ups. Come on. Stop typing. Nightbot's at the next office. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thank you, everybody. John BL. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Saturday night. And maybe we'll talk more about Star Wars and Peter Mayhew, I think. That sounds like a good... Maybe we'll do a tribute.
I'll see you next week.
Okay. All right, Douglas. All right, Sean Zimmerman. Wolverine, good to see you, man. We're just leaving. Rewind it. Yeah, we're out of here. All right. Thumbs up, subscribe, and go to johnnybeane.com. Where is it? Real quick.
It's over here now.
How do you type? There we go. Everybody, that link right there. Click on that link. John, are you kidding? Whoa, that's perfect.
May the 4th be with you guys.
Tomorrow is May the 4th. So definitely, we'll be talking about Star Wars tomorrow night. All right. Awesome. Awesome. I wanna have to pay for all those views this time, man. All right. See you guys. All right. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Click on the link, johnnybeane.com. All right. See you guys.